I'm Vicky DeLaGioia with The Way of Joy. Today I've been remembering a teacher that I had when I was in my late teens, early 20s, whose name was Dr. Franklin Kwong. Actually, his name was Kwong Ying Cheng. Excuse me, Dr. Kwong, for completely butchering the sound of your name. But he was a Tai Chi master teacher and just an exquisite person. I had the opportunity to study with him after I'd been studying Tai Chi for several years, and he taught me a progressive style of push hands. And push hands is going to be familiar to those of you who do Tai Chi, but for those of you who don't, it's an exercise that you do with two people where you're practicing giving and receiving, looking for where there's opening in the space of your opponent or partner's energy and where there's stagnation, and you try to throw her or him off center, and they do the same with you. And it's a lot of fun. Anyway, I was in a class of all older Chinese folks. In fact, I don't think there was hardly anybody that spoke English. So I learned a lot through osmosis and through a sense of touch. What I remember the most profoundly about Dr. Kwong was when I got to push hands with him, which was every week. His sense of touch was so light, it was like a feather. It was just barely palpable, and at the same time, there was a sense he could direct his energy, direct his chi very quickly, very fast, and with tremendous amounts of power. So today, as I'm sort of wrapping things up, trying to finish a bunch of projects, deal with some injuries I have in my body, I've noticed myself kind of gritting and powering my way through it. And remembering Dr. Kwong is bringing back that awareness that you can have power and lightness of being at the same time. Do you ever feel that? You can find yourself in a flow where things are happening almost in spite of you, just moving along, and that there's lightness and power? That's the state that I'm looking for today.